Hello there. We will have a look at how to do basic one variable statistics on the TI-NSpire. We can do two things. We can either work with raw data, or we can work with grouped data, and there are two ways to work in this. So basically, if we have let's start here with the home screen. And what we want to do is to enter our data into lists. So we have to choose a spreadsheet or a list sheet here. And that opens the spreadsheet up like this. And in order to recall where we put our data, we can label the columns here. So if I, for example, work with data that tells me something about shoe sizes, I could write shoe sizes here, or shoe size, and then I can press enter. Now something went wrong. It doesn't like the space, I guess. That's better. And here in column B, I would like my frequencies, so I write frequencies. So here in the first column, I'll put my shoe sizes. So it could be that I had a data set where the smallest shoe size is 36, the next one is 37, 38, 39. And then I enter the frequencies for each shoe size. So I have 4 persons shoe size 36, I have 6 persons 37, I have 7 here, and I have 3 39. So basically this is my data set. I could also enter just the raw data and work on one list alone, but quite often you'll see the data grouped like this, or put in a frequency table. So let's just do that. So what we do next is that we press menu and we go to statistics, stat, calculations, and we choose one variable statistics. Just leave the number of lists to 1. For the X1 list, we will choose the data value list. So that would be the shoe size. For the frequency list, we will choose the frequencies. And the rest we can leave as it is. So you press OK. And then it actually already did all the calculations. So what we need to do now is to learn to decipher what it is it has been doing here. So the first thing here, we have the titles over here, and we have the values in the next column. This overlined X here means the mean. So the mean shoe size value is 37.45. The next 2 entries here we don't need. Actually, the next 3 entries we don't need. There's a lot more information, but we have to scroll down to find it. So that one there is interesting. That's sigma, that's the variance. It's actually the population variance, but that is the value that we use. N is the number of data values together, and there were 20 persons here. Then the next following values are the 5 number summary, so the minimum and the maximum, and the quartiles and the median. So these 5 numbers are what we need to draw a box plot, for example. And then there's something else we don't need here. So I guess that was it. So the 5 number summary is of interest, and maybe N. The variance is of interest, and finally the mean. And notice also included here is the median. So basically this is how we do statistics on the calculator. If I just enter a new spreadsheet, if I just had raw data, I would simply enter the numbers in the first column. Could call it data if you want. And you just enter your numbers here, whatever. And you do the same again. Basically, you choose statistics, calculations, one variable statistics, only one column. The X list here is data. Now just leave the frequency list to 1 and press OK. And now it's simply calculated the statistics on the raw data here. So we get the same information. The mean is 5.3. The variance here is 2.14. There are 11 data values, and the 5-number summary is given here: minimum, quartiles, median, etc. And that's it. Yeah. Sometimes we have data values given as grouped data in intervals like this. If the data is continuous, for example, we would have it presented like this. When we get this, we will have to insert the midpoint of each interval here for the data value. So for the data value here, the lapse in this case, for the first interval, we should insert the value 5 and the frequency 1. And here we should insert the value 15 and the frequency 20, etc. So, and that would be basically what we would enter in here. For the data, we would insert 5, 10, let me see, 5, 15, 25, 35, etc. So I can see if I can figure that out. No, sorry, I better take a new one here. So go 5, 15, 25, 35, 45 for the midpoints. And then I would enter the frequencies here. So this would be the lapse, and this would be the frequencies. That is not what I want. Just a moment. Yeah, and in the second column, I would insert the frequencies. So here goes 1, 20, 31, 21, and 7. And then I would do exactly the same calculation, do the statistics and the one variable statistics, choose the data list, now the lapse frequency list. I hope it's the correct frequencies. Yeah, okay, I overwrote that. And so I get the statistics again, just like before. So I have to represent the intervals with the midpoint of it. So this is how we do statistics on the TI-NSpire.